Hey everyone, what is going on? This is Wilson from Yes Insights, and my co-founder Lenny recently wrote a blog post about how you can get more customer feedback with a simple email survey hack. So I want to make a quick video on this and kind of go through it. Basically, as you can see right here, a company named Copos surveyed 32,000 marketers by sending just a really basic email, as you can see in the picture, with a link that says, "Are you interested in taking this 3-minute survey?" Of course, it comes with a reward, right? Well, the results weren't that great. So 30,000 emails were sent, and the survey completion rate was only 1.1%. And then they tried doing it again with personal emails, and it was only 2.6%. So why is that? What's a better solution that you can do? Well, take a look at Yes Insight solution. This is an example of a survey that we send to everyone that signs up, right? Is Lenny introducing himself, followed by a couple of response questions that's created by our one-click survey tool. As you can tell, it natively embeds in the Intercom widget. The result is that 50% of the people that opened this email responded to a survey. Okay, so why is that? Well, triggered emails usually get a higher response rate than marketing emails. And the triggered email is pretty much like an event-based kind of email. So when an action happens, the email pops up. It's much less spammy. In our email, we offered a lot of help. And it's easy to respond to. It's a one-click survey, so pretty much you can just click on a response and it'll log it right away. People don't have to hit reply. So what are some questions that you must ask in your surveys, right? Question number 1. Where exactly did you first hear about us? This is very important to find out where your marketing channel is. Where are they coming from? Is it Google AdWords? Is it from your direct site? This usually goes really well with your welcome email or the one that comes the next day. The second question is, what are you hoping to accomplish with us? This question is used to discover your customer's use case as well as to find out how they think about your product. How do they value your product? This goes really well with the first email again because it's kind of like asking them ahead of time what do they expect from your product, and that way you know what to build. That way you can drive better product roadmaps as well. The third question would be, what persuaded you to upgrade your account? This is one of those upsell questions, whereas it's pretty much like an event-based question. You usually want to ask this when somebody do make an upsell, like if they make another purchase in your store or something like that. The next one would be, why did you decide not to buy subscribe? So let's say somebody checked out or they added something to the cart but they didn't check out, and this is when you want to send them one of these survey questions, and you just ask them straight up, why do you decide not to buy a product? That way you know how to improve your service or your product. The last one would be, what would you miss most if you could not use us? This question will help you discover your most useful features within your product, right? So your customers are most likely using a lot of different features, but you don't know which features they enjoy the most or which one they find the most useful. And this is why you have to survey your customers so that you can kind of understand what the majority of the people are actually using and what do they like. I like to send this one probably 1 to 3 months after they upgraded their account or when they first subscribed. So the last one is, how likely are you to recommend us to a friend or a colleague? So if you've been seeing a lot of NPS or Net Promoter Score surveys, this is usually the question that they ask. It's usually based on a number between 1 to 10, with 10 being the most happy. I think this should be sent out maybe like once every quarterly. And speaking of NPS, we make this feature very easy now because we launched the new NPS survey. So now you can create both one-click surveys as well as NPS surveys, where you have a pretty good UI and you can put your own company logo to kind of understand what your customers think about your product or how likely are they to recommend it, to their buddies. Well, anyway, that's it. My name is Wilson Bang. I'm the co-founder of Yes Insights. If you're looking to send surveys that convert really high, then check out yesinsights.com. You can follow us on Twitter at Yes Insights or me on Twitter at WilsonPang8.